In the long history of the world, 4 names stand out. 4 great warriors who ruled empires and controlled entire continents. But even the strongest conquerors must face their end. This is the story of their downfall, the end of 4 legendary warriors. Let's start with Alexander the Great. He became king at just 20 years old, and in a few short years, he conquered almost the entire known world. His empire stretched from Greece all the way to India. His armies never lost a battle, and people believed he was invincible. The Greeks called him Alexander the Great, and the name suited him well. But even someone as powerful as Alexander could not escape fate. As he continued his campaign, pushing further into Babylon, he suddenly fell ill. At first, his soldiers thought it was nothing, but within a few days, his condition worsened. He was bedridden, sweating from a high fever, unable to move. In a matter of days, the man who seemed unstoppable was gone, not defeated by an army, but by an illness. Alone in his palace, his dreams of ruling the world ended in silence. Next comes Genghis Khan, one of the most feared men in history. He was born as Temujin, a poor boy from the Mongolian steppes, but through sheer strength and intelligence, he united the nomadic tribes and became Genghis Khan, universal ruler. His army was fierce, disciplined, and showed no mercy. They destroyed cities, captured kingdoms, and spread his empire from China to Europe. No one could stand against him. Kings and emperors trembled at the mention of his name. But despite his strength, Genghis Khan's end remains a mystery. Some say he died after falling from his horse during battle. Others believe he was assassinated by enemies who had long sought revenge. But one thing is certain: his death was kept a secret, and his burial place has never been found. The ruler of the largest empire in history disappeared into the shadows, leaving behind nothing but fear and legend. Now, let's talk about Napoleon Bonaparte. He was a man who rose from humble beginnings to become the Emperor of France. His tactical genius in battle made him nearly unbeatable, and he reshaped Europe through war. He crowned himself emperor, believing he was destined to create a new world order. At the height of his power, he controlled most of Europe, and his enemies could do nothing but watch. But Napoleon's ambition proved to be his downfall. After a series of defeats, most notably in Russia and at Leipzig, he was forced to surrender and was exiled to the island of Elba. However, Napoleon escaped and returned to France for one last attempt at power. His reign, known as the 100 Days, ended in a crushing defeat at Waterloo. After that, he was sent far away to the island of St. Helena, where he spent the last 6 years of his life, isolated and powerless. The great emperor died alone, far from the battlefields where he had once reigned supreme. Finally, we have Salahuddin Ayyubi, the noble warrior who reclaimed Jerusalem from the Crusaders. He was not only a skilled military leader, but also known for his compassion and mercy. Even his enemies admired him for his generosity. He united the Muslim world and fought to protect it with great wisdom and courage. His victory at the Battle of Hattin was a turning point in the Crusades, and he became a hero to many. But after years of war, Salahuddin's health began to fail. He fell ill and died in Damascus, with no riches or wealth left behind. What he left was a legacy of honor, justice, and respect that would be remembered for generations. Even his enemies wept at his passing, a testament to the greatness of his character. 4 great warriors, 4 legends. None of them were brought down by their enemies, but by forces beyond their control: illness, accidents, exile, and time. Their empires may have fallen, but their names live on.